Hey everybody, welcome to Life of Sunny Lee, and it's been an interesting week. Got some things done that I've been putting off for a while. Sunday we went to church like normal. Sean came down Saturday night instead of Sunday, so he was here for a little bit longer this weekend, which was nice because he did go out and help on Monday. We went and harvested everything out of the high greenhouse and the low greenhouse. While we were doing that, Bill was picking the green beans off of the outdoor garden. So we got everything harvested. We got the onions, the peppers, the green beans, the tomatoes, the potatoes. All those got harvested. So that was a relief. That's something I've been wanting to do and just haven't had a chance to get around to doing it. And so Monday, after we got back, I wiped all the dirt off the potatoes and put them in a bin. You don't wash them until you're ready to use them. You just wipe the dirt off of them. I cut the onions tops off, which were dry, and put them in another bin. I'm going to freeze them, but it's not something I have to do right away. But I'm not really putting them out in the sun or curing them either because they're already dry. They were left in the greenhouse to do that. So we got that done. Got the green beans frozen. And then on Monday night, Sean had to go back to work, and so did Chris. Tuesday morning, I got up and I froze all the tomatoes and got those in the freezer. Had to change the battery in the deep freeze. I have a battery operated thermometer that tells my phone when the temperature alerts when it goes if it goes off. So I had to change battery in that because that was the battery was dead. My new mussel came for Dusty, and this is like the third mussel I've used for her. The first one was good until she got a little bit bigger. Now it's too small for her. It fits around her mouth. It just, the strap that goes from her top of it to her back strap doesn't fit at all. Her nose is way too long. So I had to get another mussel. I ordered one a couple weeks ago. It came, it was way too big. Even after I took the measurements, it's way too big. I found out later that my tape measure had stretched. It was an old one. I think my mom's, in fact. I put it up against the yardstick and whoa, whoa, whoa. Nope, nope. So I remeasured and bought the correct size. It came. It does fit. She will allow me to snap it on, and she wears it for a little bit before she starts pulling. So we're just increasing the time. You know, when she starts pulling, I give her some treats, talk to her until she quits pulling, and then I take it off. I do not take it off while she's pawing. And that way it teaches her that pawing does not make it go away. Treats are what you get when you keep it on. So we got that, and we're working on that. We're working on that training again with a good mussel that works. Let's see. Wednesday I cleaned out the chest of drawers that were in that closet that I was working on last week. Remember last week I took all the clothes out of the closet and got rid of the ones that were mine that I couldn't wear anymore. I boxed them up and got rid of them. And so I had a pile for the boys to go through, and I guess they went through it because the pile disappeared. I don't know where it's at, but it's gone. So that's all that matters. So then I went through the chest drawers. And I think most of those are Sean's, so I put those on his bed so he can go through them when he gets down here this weekend. And most of them I know are too small for him, but maybe he might want to keep a few of them that are special for him, and the rest he might be able to give to his dad if he needs them, or give to one of the other boys if they'll wear them. So anyway, I got that cleaned out, and Chris has been moving his clothes from his old closet into the new closet. I still have the shelves to go through, and probably go through those Saturday. The boys are going to be out and about, and that will give me a time to get those shelves done. So hopefully I get those done by the end of Saturday. And let's see, on Thursday we had to go to Columbus after taking care of the animals and stuff. And I took that one Amazon box, the one that had the lights in it that were smashed to pieces. Well, I carried it out to the car. So I turned the box over, and there was a big hole in the box. So no wonder the things were broken to smithereens. And the outer box showed a little bit of damage where it had been crunched, but it did not have a big hole in it. So this had to happen before they ever put it into the big box to ship it. So they knew it was damaged before they ever sent it. So anyway, I had to take it up to Columbus, to the Up store up there, to return it. That was the only option it gave me. Well, it gave me 3 other options. I could drop it off somewhere, and I would have to buy a box for it, and I would have to print out a label. Or I could have them pick it up, and I would have to buy a box and print out the label, plus I'd have to pay money for it. So since we were going to be up at Columbus anyway, I just took it up to the Up store up there. No problem at all returning it. I just gave it to them. They measured it. They put it in the plastic bag. I told them about the hole in the center so that glass would come out if they handled it too hard. And they put it in a plastic bag and scanned the code that I had that Amazon had given me and gave me a receipt. And by the time I got home that evening, I had gotten a message from Amazon saying that my refund had been issued. So that worked out really, really well. Especially since I wasn't for sure if I even wanted those lights there. I kept debating, and I finally told my husband, because I had the option, I had him send me replacements. I told my husband, I said, I think that's God telling me, no, you don't need those lights. So I did not put those lights. I put some lighted lanterns on the table instead, and I like that much better. So I got that done, and we were going to take the old mussel, the one that was two sizes too small, too big. We were going to send it back, but we didn't get back in Seymour in time, because that one gave me the option of either returning it to a place in Seymour or taking it up to the Up store. And I could have done it at the Up store there, but it would have cost me money. And if I take it to the one in Seymour, it's free. So it's going to go to the one in Seymour. And I've got until September 6th to do that. So I'm not in a big hurry, because I'll be in Seymour a lot. No problem there. So that's what we did on Wednesday. And coming back from Columbus, it was storming. Oh my gosh, you could hardly even see the road in front of you. The rain was so hard. But we made it safely. Then on Friday morning, we had that storm that night before. Friday morning, we noticed that a couple of the tree limbs have fallen. My one rose of Sharon tree had a big limb out of it. I need to trim that off now because it didn't break completely off, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to take the chainsaw out and finish removing it from the main part of the tree. And then we had, like I said, another branch over on the by the electric pole. So we called the electric company, and they made a note of it. And I think they're going to come out and remove those limbs, since we're not for sure whether they're touching any live wires or not. I don't know what's live and what's not. I really need to ask them when they come so I know which ones are which. Anyway, that's what we're doing on Friday. Chris and Bill went to town. I stayed home and got some work done, shredded some papers, worked on some projects. Just kind of relaxed a little outside. I did make Dusty's appointment, her annual appointment. So it's made for September. It's about 4 weeks out is what they said it would be. And it's somewhere in that line period. I didn't actually count the weeks, but it's close. So anyway, she has her annual appointment lined up. Hopefully it'll be cooler weather then, so she won't be super, super hot in the car. And I gotta work on the muscle and work on getting her in and out of the car before that time period comes. So that's going to be our next thing that we're going to be working on, is getting in and out of cars. So that should be fun. So that has been our week. Like I said, Saturday the boys went out and did their thing. And while they were gone, I worked in that closet and got other things done. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.